All right guys, in today's video, I'm going to help you to use your legs more effectively. It's going to help you to improve your coordination chain and give you more power. Now I'm going to be basing these serve mechanics on a platform service motion as opposed to a pinpoint service motion where you bring up that back foot. And I think it's very important that everyone watching this can serve from a platform stance. It's a lot easier to develop perfect serve fundamentals if you base it on the mechanics of a throw. And if you're throwing a ball, you're not going to bring this back foot up and throw it or jump and throw it. You're just going to use a platform stance where you load this back foot, you pivot to the front foot, and you rotate. If you're an advanced player and you want to bring this back foot up because you think it helps you to achieve XYZ, it's a little icing on the cake, no problem. But if you're looking to develop solid serve fundamentals, I think it's far better and far easier to do it from a platform stance where we base the fundamentals on the fundamentals of a throw. When I'm working with players and I ask them to perform a throw, just throw the ball over the net, usually they have a pretty good coordination chain, pretty good sequence where they load this back leg. This is where the power's at. This is where the hold in the ball. They transfer to the front leg, they rotate and they throw. Even if the throw is not great, that sequence is usually pretty solid. Now all you got to do is hold the racket, pretend you're throwing it and have that same sequence. And you're pretty much on your way to getting a well-timed coordination chain where your body is moving in the right sequence at the right time. Now, quite often I'll encourage players to just pivot this back foot because this shows perfect balance. You're not overstretching, and if you can do this, you've got good control of your movements, good control of your body. But what you'll see from some of the best tennis players in the world, take Roger Federer, when he's doing this motion and he's just staying on the ground, he's doing a platform throwing motion technique, he's doing this. And he's just walking through the serve, right? And you can do this. Let me do one more. I just hit that in the net like a volley. So loading this back foot, pivoting to the front foot and just walking through it. Now, again, personally, I like to keep this back foot back because a lot of times when people are doing that, they'll over rotate and this front foot will overtake their left foot or front foot at the time of contact. So keep this back foot on the floor and rotate. And then if you want to fall forwards, that's fine. All right, so let's start talking about how we can get off the floor, be a little bit more explosive. You want to keep the same sequence as we did when we were staying on the ground, where we go right, left, hit, right, left, rotate, but this time we're just going to hop off this front foot. So right, left, hop up into it. Right, left, hop. And I have a pretty low ball toss, but even if you're throwing it higher, okay, throw higher, wait a little bit longer, stay on this back foot, get to this front foot at the right time to hit it. What a lot of people do is they throw and they get too much onto this lead side. And you can't engage the dominant side of your body if all your weight's on the lead side. So you got to engage the dominant side of your body and only get to this lead side at the right time to release the dominant side. So what a lot of people do is, again, they transfer to that front leg a little bit too soon and they go down and forwards. What I want you to think about is being on this back leg and going down first and then up that way. And I like to think about this as a Nike swoosh. So we're going to go from here down onto this back leg, and as we transition onto this front leg, we're already going up to get the tennis ball. Now you may say, this doesn't look anything like a Nike swoosh. Maybe it looks more like a U. That's fine. It's my swing thought. And it's the swing thought that I give to players that help them to have better fundamentals and better timed movements with their body. But you could think about it as going down and up, sort of like a U that you're drawing with your legs and with your hips. But I like to think about it going a little bit more out because we don't want to just jump straight up. We want to jump forwards a little bit. So let me see if I can do this Nike swoosh motion. This is what I kind of see when I watch Roger Federer loading here. As he's transitioning to this front foot, he's coming up off that foot. He's not going down onto that lead leg. What you may notice there is my back foot is pointing, we could call it sideways, probably points back a little bit. That allows me to load it a little bit more. If we start with the feet pointing forwards, it's a little bit harder to load. So get this back foot turned a little bit. Feel like you can load here, kind of like how you'd hit a forehand. And then from this position, you can just go. Transition to this front foot and just go up and get it. But you're in a great position to use all of your body and really explode up and again engage the right side if you're right-handed. Maybe I should have took a second before I started talking. All right, here we go. Fat bastard. Ah.